Hello everybody, we've got a new update from the Old School RuneScape team. This is Mutagens, Mo, and much more. So, this week's update is here, and looking good for Old School, with several new visual additions as well as a visitor from overseas. So, first of all we've got the Zulrah Mutagens. Players brave enough to take on Zulrah now have a chance of receiving a couple of new drops from the Venomous Beast, Tanzanite and Magma Mutagens. These Mutagens can be used with Serpentine Helms to create Magma Helm and Tanzanite Helm, two cosmetic variations of the Serpentine Helm. Neither the Mutagen or mutated helmets are tradable. These helmets carry the exact same stats and effects as the Serpentine Helm. The change is purely cosmetic. If you see someone walking around with one of these lovely looking things on their head, then you can be sure they've put some time into killing that pesky snake. Next, new spell and teleport animations. Modghost has made some lovely new animations for a few spells unlocked as rewards from achievement diaries. The Fountain of Rune Teleport, Tan Leather spell, and Recharge Dragonstone spell have all received new animations. So, like in the latest devlog, we've seen the Fountain of Rune Teleport, and we can also see the Tan Leather spell, which appears to have leather above you, and the Recharge Dragonstone spell, which appears to just put the Dragonstone item in front of you as you recharge it. Next, improved teleport tab graphics. Ancient teleport tabs and redirect house teleport tablets have been given a bit of a makeover in order to make the different types of teleport tablets more distinct. You can now recognise ancient teleport tablets by purple rings around the letter on the tablets, and the redirect house teleports by the letter now added to the tablets. So one thing I was a little unsure about with this update was that some locations have the same letters on them. Luckily they've managed to make kind of a light blue or cyan coloured tablet, and they managed to keep the rest quite dark blue. They've also decided to put the ancient teleport tablets in this update as well. I know they didn't poll that, so I feel slightly annoyed, but it looks like quite a nice update, and you can tell that it's ancients because it's nice and purple. Next, additional diary rewards. As voted for in Content Poll 32, players that have completed the Varrock Medium Achievement Diary can now toggle their Varrock teleport to take them just south of the Grand Exchange. The destination of the teleport can be toggled by right-clicking the teleport in the Spellbook tab and selecting Destination. When you do this, it will tell you your current destination, which is by default Varrock, and it will allow you to change it to the Grand Exchange, and I assume vice versa. In addition to this, the ropes used to access the Calphite Queen's lair will stay there permanently for players that have completed the Elite Desert Achievement Diary. Next, Big Mo's May. Throughout May, you may find yourself bumping into Big Mo. Big Mo is a businessman and salesman from overseas who has decided to take a trip around the map between May the 1st and May the 31st in an effort to get his hands on some interesting and valuable wares. He is in need of our help. After an unfortunate series of events involving faulty dragon claws, Big Mo's brother is no longer able to help him with the day-to-day running of his business. This leaves Big Mo with some tasks and items that he's unable to follow up on, in particular clue scrolls. Once per day throughout May, if you track down Big Mo, he'll be able to sell you a clue scroll for a very reasonable price. There is no guarantee of what tier clue scroll he may sell you, but the more you visit him throughout the month, the more likely it will be that he has the tier that you're looking for. Big Mo will arrive in Varrock on the 1st of May and will be found somewhere different around the map each day. He can be quite a difficult man to track down, so there'll be some hints on the Old School RuneScape Twitter a few hours after he moves each day. So I believe this will be the big May event they've mentioned in the previous Q&A livestream. I was hoping for something more community related. This just sounds like some kind of way to track down an NPC and get clue scrolls. It's kind of an interesting event. However, I'm not really a fan of this, especially because this feels like something that should have maybe been polled. Similar to when they polled the Christmas event, Halloween event, and Easter event. So because of that, that's quite annoying. And finally, in other news, a coloured notification now appears in the chat box when you get teleblocked. It's now possible to toggle the Wyvern Cave warning. The barbarians at the Barbarian Outpost have switched their dusty, old bank deposit box for a bank chest. Demi-bosses now appear in the boss log. They fixed a typo in some tourist trap dialogue. They've added some missing full stops on some player-owned house servant dialogue. They've improved the colours on the Scorpio pet. They've added some area checks for a couple of diary tasks. You can no longer purchase battle staffs from Zaf's barrel on free-to-play worlds. Attempting to recharge your prayer with a Falador shield when you're already full prayer points no longer consumes one of your daily charges. The Karamja diary now checks for the elite tasks being completed before stating you have completed all of the tasks. You are no longer directed towards someone, somewhere, after completing the Karamja elite tasks. Runite golems no longer remain poisoned when transforming into a Runite rock on death. The additional chance of finding Marks of Grace on the Seers Village agility shortcut is now working correctly. You must now kill each of the demi-bosses, wilderness bosses, and Dagannoth kings to complete each of their respective tasks. It's no longer possible to skip a step of the make a rune crossbow yourself from scratch achievement diary task. Attempting to open the gates to Menethos no longer takes you to the gates of Sophenim. Equipping certain task-related items no longer forces the equipment screen to close. The Explorer's Ring 2 and 3 now restore 50% of your run energy per charge regardless of your agility level. Pets now follow you up and down the Motherlode Mines ladder. Varrock armor mining benefits now apply when mining tin, limestone, sandstone and runite golem corpses. And finally, Zulrah crystal key drops have now been replaced with a chance to hit the universal rare drop table. So seems like a nice little update today. However, I'm a bit annoyed at the fact that they've added some things that are unpolled. One's an event, so it's kind of less important and it'll pass after a certain amount of time. And the other one's quite small, so I'm not too bothered about that. However, I'm really starting to fear that they are going to be passing a lot more unpolled content. So if you want to discuss this update, please go in the forums or in my comments below. If you want to watch the poll video from where a lot of this update came, please click here. And if you want to see the previous update to this, please click here. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and share, and if you want to keep up to date with the Old School RuneScape updates, dev blogs and polls, please subscribe. I've been Lewis, thanks for watching, goodbye.